Morning everyone. Don't know if you can hear me over the tanker sucking. So I'm here on the 7720 with the Baling tanker, and one of the other lads has the 6490 Massey and the Abbey tanker. So I drew the short straw with the tanker and I got lucky with the tractor. So we're filling here, drawing it. It was a little over 2 miles down the road, which isn't too bad. We're drawing out of 120,000 gallon tank. So we're making a good dent in it anyway. One of the lads was here yesterday spreading paddocks. So yeah, but just I said I'd just bring you along, let you know how we're getting on with the tractor. This little lad keeps popping out for some reason. Just let you know how we're getting on with the tractor. But so we have the tractor a little over a week now. I personally couldn't fault it at all. This is actually the first. I only have about, other than driving it down the road, I only have about 2 hours worth of driving done in it, and that's this morning. So one of the lads has been driving it all week, and he had been keeping it clean until I got into it now with the slurry and the boots. But look, it's all part of it, I suppose. And I'm just watching I'm just watching the sight glass here, waiting for the slurry to come up. It should be coming up any second now. Here, well, now we can start to see it. So yeah, so there's sight glasses on both tankers, the full light sight glasses. Now, there's a slight difference between the Baling and the Abbey in the way the sight glasses work. The Abbey actually covers 85% of the tanker, let you know, whereas the Baling can only cover 60%, we'll say. Just the way they're designed, because you probably saw the Baling has the black tubing on top and then the bottom, and then the sight glass, whereas the Abbey has the sight glass at full height. So it's just slightly different design, both does the same job. I think a lot of you know they're similar sized tankers. The Baling is 2,700 gallon, whereas the Abbey is 2,750, and the Abbey's got a dribble bar, whereas the Baling has a trailing shoe. So they're both on low emission slurry spread systems. We do next to nothing with the splash plate unless we're somewhere that is just so thick we can't get it out through the drill bar or the trailing shoe, that we just have to try and get a few loads out to be able to get water in to dilute it down. We spread maybe 5 or 6 loads with the splash plate just to try and make space in the tank, and then we draw the water in, and that's it. So this tractor's doing a great job on the tanker. It was been on the tanker and the dung spreader since I got here. That's the only job it's been doing. And it seems well able for it. I'm sure it's 200 horsepower, it should be well able for it. But yeah, sure, we'll wait till we get the field and see what we're looking at. That's the first paddock done anyway. Just laying up here now to fold up. There's the other tractor and tanker. I think we're folding up our arms. He's gonna let me out in front of him because... Oh no, he's not, never mind. Must have been changed into the high box. So now we're all folded up there. And then you see we have all these different switches. And we push this forward to close the gate at the back. And then we turn off our 4-wheel drive. There we go. There goes Adrian. So I've just pulled up here behind Adrian. There just seems to be a small little overlap. He is the tank about half full when I pull in. So I just have to wait a couple of minutes. But I'm actually going to swap the pipes because I have been having the macerator on this one and all these functions on this one, and it's annoying me. So I'm going to swap them around while I'm waiting. But it'll only be 2 minutes. Usually tank's half full. Although I think I can hear it buzzing there now to say it's full. And off we go. So, put that up there. We're just stopped here because one of the pipes is after coming off, so I'm going to fix that and then I'll show you everything and it's working. Okay, so all sorted now. So just to show you the tractor and it's working, closed, tractor and tanker. There's the Baling. Is it off? There we go. I took the splash plate off. It was just giving me anxiety. There was a car kept coming, on the way down, kept pulling up, and in the mirror it looked like they were under the splash plate. So I just thought if I took it off, they'd have to just keep back that extra little bit because it's just straight trailing shoe. It doesn't look like they're under it. But anyway, so here's the Baling tanker. And here we are in the 7720. Really nice tractor. I'm actually very happy with it. Yeah. All we need with it now is a little bit of luck. Hey everyone. I'm standing up here in, well, as I said, I use my office because there's lots of things to lean against. So we're after making another investment and another investment. We've been hiring one of these for the last few years and we figured it was time to just bite the bullet and invest. I don't know if you can hear me with the power washer in the background, so we'll see. I might end up having to make the video a few times, but look, I'm standing here with our Massey baler. Now this baler has been fantastic, and I gave a rant about it before, and everybody knows what I think of this baler. It's brilliant. Now we've been hiring a Lely RP245 for the last few years, but it was time to actually get ourselves a second baler. So we went for very similar balers again. So this is our baler, 25 knives in the chopping area, and it's what Lely would have called a pro feed baler. So it's full spec. It's got auto greaser, auto oiler, all that. And then we swing here, this one. Now this is our wrapper here. Now it's only just back from the service, so it's just thrown in. But this baler here, let's see if we can zoom out any coming. No, take a step back. So this baler here is a 17 knife. It's got its auto oiler and auto greaser, and it's also got the same control box. But the main reason we went for this baler over another 25 knife is because we tend to have we've been having issues with the rotor in here. Let's see. And that because there's more knives and the same amount of space, the space of the rotor's got narrower and it's actually broken spikes off. Now in fairness to Massey and Hegarty's, they have actually replaced the auger. So that's great and absolutely fair play to them, top notch. But we decided just to stick with the 17. Now the other benefit of this baler is that it's actually ex-demo. And it came, I don't know if you'll be able to see on the camera, it came from Abbey Retail in Tipperary. And the reason it did that was because it was priced quite reasonable with 40 bales on the clock. Tractor driving to the side, didn't get back then. So, as I was saying, it has 40 bales on the clock. I think it's 41 or 42 bales on the clock. So, paying nothing really. Opened the door a few times. If you look in here, it looks almost new, but there was a bit of grass and a little tiny bit of wear on the... Sorry, let's see if I can get in. See, just the paint's gone off it there. So, It is practically a brand new baler, just for a lot less, because I did price a new baler. A new baler off Haggerty. But the difference between that baler and a brand new version of it, it was just, it was another repayment, another year, like, on the finance. So it just didn't make sense. So other than the knives, the two balers are running nearly identical. I can see the stickers coming off here. Doesn't particularly bother me too much, but still. So like, it's you know, and we had originally started, we were looking to buy a second-hand baler with maybe 20 or 25,000 bales in the clock. But this one just seemed to, this one was just, it was only a little bit more expensive with plenty of life left in it. So actually, I apologize, the only small difference is that this one's on 550 45s and the other one is on 550 50s. So there's a slight minor difference in it. So you see here, 550 50, 22.5s. And if we go back over here to this one. Right on, listen, here it's upside down, but it's 550 45, 22.5. So like, the footprint is near enough the same, slight difference, but wouldn't expect it to make a difference. Our intention would be to run this as the primary baler and have this one, running as the second baler. And then that'll mean that when this one hits the 45,000 that one's at, we can sell that one and buy another new baler. And then that one will become the second baler. So that's the intention anyway. We'll see how it goes. It's nice to have gotten the same baler again. Or, similar baler. That it's easy for the lad operating it, that it's just, no matter which baler they're driving, they're exactly the same. So that's the story anyway. Hopefully you'll see it in the fields this year, all going to plan. But yeah, and the wrapper. So for those of you who don't know our baling system, it's the baler comes in, bales it, and then we have a Celtec or a bale chaser, draws them into the yard, and then we use this wrapper on the front of our JCB 310S, and we wrap and stack in the same. Sorry, wraps it, and then I lift up the loader and we stack it. So that's our system. We don't have combi balers. We don't have a Fusion. We don't have a Kuhn combi. This is the way we do it. And the main reason we do it this way is because the amount of straw we bale. Well, sorry, we think this is a great system. But the reason that my father, before my time, never switched to a combi was because of the amount of straw he baled. Because he was doing 4,000 odd bales for himself, and then whatever contracting was coming up for other people. So you could say 5,000 bales of straw. That's a lot of straw to be dragging around a wrapper for. And then we switched to one of these. It was 2007 when we bought it secondhand, and we liked the system a lot. We thought it was a good system, so we actually invested and we bought this one brand new in 2020. It was 21. Look at the plate here quickly. If I can find the plate now, that'll be another thing. Okay. I can't remember whether it was 2020 or 2021. Anyway, no, 2021. I apologize. Sorry. Yeah. So we bought this new in 2021, and it's a really good machine. As you can see, I got the cap in a bow last summer. Broke the plastic hood off it, but I have a new one ordered. So by the time the harvest comes around. Oh, and just by the way, this baler, it looks dirty because didn't power wash it. It's been blown down and Haggerty's have had it and it's been completely serviced. But it's, we won't wash it until it's time for it to go out to the field because we'd be afraid of water lying in the bearings. So yeah, and for those eagle eye observers, I have new PTO cover ordered for it, so it should hopefully be here now next month, and we'll get it on before we start baling. But this is our system. There's the old silage fork off the 310S with the twin wheels, and a silage tailboard from the orange trailer, as we call it. But that's the story anyway. All we need now is a little bit of luck with this baler too, and we'll be away with it. But anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.